Okay, back here with Mara Louise, who's giving us our forecast this midday. It looks pretty gross behind us.
I know. I wish it looked a little bit better, but at least we only deal with this for a few days, right?
No, what were you telling me the humidity was at earlier?
It was 91%.
Gosh, okay, so you get it. You step outside, you feel kind of wet.
Yeah. I was just telling you, I was telling Kara before midday that I was outside this morning looking at the blood moon, and I mean my hair, you could feel it growing by the second.
You said your dress was wet. You were like,
yeah, my
get
dress
me inside.
was damp. Yeah, it was just a mess. But hey, don't let that stop you. Get out and vote. At least we're not dealing with any rain today. It's just feeling a little warm out there. Temperature right now of 73 degrees. Our humidity is at 87% now that we're approaching midday, but our dew points are still in the upper 60s. These are numbers we generally see in the summertime. And look at there. Looking over Dallas, you can see a little break in the cloud cover. I'm expecting to see more of these breaks by the afternoon, and that's what's going to allow us to warm up a little bit faster. But it does stay mostly cloudy, warm, and humid. That cold front does bring a small potential for rain on Thursday night into Friday, and then we're talking about a much cooler weekend. You're going to forget about the 80s that we have in store for today once Saturday rolls around. Temperatures in the mid to low 70s at the moment across all of North Texas, and you can see that cloud cover. It's most dense for areas along and west of I-35. We're looking at our temperature still at about 78 degrees as we approach 1, 80 degrees around 3, 77 around 5, 72 degrees around 7 when those poles close. Winds out of the south and east at 5 to 10. Temperature makes it to 78 degrees for Denton, McKinney, 77 in Decatur today. Just overall 10, 12, 13 degrees above what's considered normal for this time of the year. Yeah, it's not normal for it to be this warm. We're looking at cloud cover streaming in from the west, but at the surface, we're noticing that southeast wind bringing in Gulf moisture. So we got two areas of moisture coming in across North Texas. It's the reason why it feels so muggy out. I'm looking though at our next system. You can see it swirling right off of the coast there, the west coast. And what we're noticing is that it's bringing in an influx of moisture across California, Idaho, portions of Montana, the Rockies seeing some beneficial moisture out of this. Meanwhile, we are kind of stuck in a warm pattern. Well, that front is going to eventually arrive here. So through the day, Wednesday and Thursday, we'll notice partly cloudy skies. I'm going to take you now, I'm going to fast forward here to Thursday in the afternoon. This is around 5 in the afternoon. We'll see that front clearing the panhandle. It picks up on some of the moisture, causing some showers late in the day Thursday for our far northern counties. I'm talking closer to the Red River, closer to Wichita Falls. Late Thursday after midnight, this front swings through the area. It brings in a small potential for rain, only about 20% coverage, and then that cold air sinks in. You'll notice the difference by Friday mid-morning. Our temperatures until then, they're going to be warm. About 80 degrees today, 81 on Wednesday, 78 on Thursday. That front swings through. It drops our temperatures into the 50s. In fact, on Saturday, we're looking at highs in the mid 50s, which brings us to about 14 to 15 degrees cooler than what's normal. So it's going to be a big temperature shift. We're talking about a 40-degree temperature difference in some cases. I also want to talk to you about the tropics. It is still hurricane season in the Atlantic. We had subtropical storm Nicole has now transformed into tropical storm Nicole. And the reason it's called subtropical, by the way, is because it doesn't have that well-defined eye, and it kind of developed not generally where we see our tropical systems develop. So this will eventually strengthen to a Category 1 storm ahead of landfall on Florida's east coast late Wednesday into Thursday. And it could be one of the latest on a calendar to make landfall on the east coast of Florida. Meanwhile, we're dealing with the warmth, the humidity today. Not too much in the way of rain potential until next week. Temperatures then in the 50s. Kara?